Hello, friends. This is Miss Ann with a message for you again today. And we have to transition from Thanksgiving, which is like my decorations over here with my turkey, into Advent. And I decided that we would encourage you to make an Advent wreath from home with some things that you have at home. And if you notice here, I have some Legos that I decided I could make an Advent wreath out of Legos. If you watched my funny video about different things that you could find at home, there's all kinds of things that you can make an Advent wreath with. But I thought I'd take my grandkids and their Legos and decide kind of decorate up an Advent wreath with this. So I'm going to kind of fancy it up with a little bit more Legos, and I have a tree here I can put in there. Oops, let's see. I'll put it over here so you can see it. There you go. So you can add different things to your Legos and make an Advent wreath with Legos. The other thing you can do is you can make an Advent wreath with different things that you have at home. Like I'm going to use my green scarf. This is a pretty scarf that I got when I was in Ireland. So it has a Celtic design on it here. And I'm just going to wrap it into a circle. There's some things that you need to have that are important for an Advent wreath. For one thing, it's in a circle. And the circle is important because it represents God's love. God's love is always there, never ending, never having an ending. And it's green. Now, in traditional ways, we've used green evergreen from branches from the evergreen tree, because the evergreen tree stays green all winter long. Again, another symbolism of God's love always being with us. And so I cut some branches from my evergreen tree bushes out in the front of the house. And you also have 4 candles. Now, I'm going to encourage you to use the electric candles. Even for your, if you make a Lego wreath, I'd like you to use the electric candles because they're the safest. And we'll put 4 candles in because there's 4 Sundays of Advent. And then you usually put a candle in the middle for the Christ candle, but you wait until Christmas Eve to put the Christ candle up. Now this Sunday is the first Sunday of Advent, so we're going to just light 1 candle today, and we'll turn this candle on, and there we have our 1 candle lit for the first Sunday in Advent. And I sent to you, to your mom and dad, and to your house a liturgy that you can read, taking some time aside to think a little bit about the 4 Sundays in Advent and the things that we anticipate. And this first Sunday is the Sunday of Hope. In our homes, we gather around wreaths to pray for our lost hopes, broken peace, limited joys, and love so hard to find and share in this season of coronavirus. We affirm that our candles mean we claim the power to call this season Advent, when God's light comes into the world and nothing can overcome it. So we light this candle of hope. In the face of COVID-19, in the face of hurricanes, in the face of closed businesses, lost pollinators, missing singing, missing being together as a group at church to be able to light our Advent candle together. God's hope shines on hopelessness and brightens the path towards peace. Emmanuel, which means God be with us, in the week to come, lighting hope on the wick of our lives so that we may shine on your world. Amen. Now, because this is a season of hope, I decided to choose a story about hope. The New Day. A New Day, Un Nuevo Dia, by Don Bolognese. Jose and Maria worked on farms. They went from place to place looking for work. Jose y María trabajaban en granjas. Iban de un lugar a otro buscando trabajo. When the harvest was over in the north, Jose said, "We must move south." It was a bad time to travel. Their car was very old and Maria was going to have a baby. Cuando la cosecha se terminó en el norte, José dijo, debemos irnos al sur. No era un buen momento para viajar. Su auto era muy viejo y María iba a tener un bebé. They drove south. The trip was very long. Se dirigieron al sur. El viaje fue muy largo. Maria was sure the baby would be born soon. They had to find a safe place to stay. María estaba seguro que el bebé iba a nacer muy pronto. Tenía que encontrar un lugar para alojarse. Maria was tired. Jose tried to find a room for them, but everywhere he was told the same thing. There is no room. María estaba cansada y José trató de encontrar un cuarto, pero en todas partes le dijeron lo mismo. No tenemos sitio. No tenemos sitio. There is no room. At last, at a gas station, an attendant made room for them. You can stay here, he said. Por fin, un empleado les dijo un cuarto en un gasolinera. Se pueden quedarse aquí, les dijeron. Jose made Maria comfortable in the garage. Some traveling musicians helped them. Jose instaló a María en el taller. Unos músicos ambulantes los ayudaron. As the sun was rising, the baby was born. The musicians sang and played in joyous celebration. Al amanecer, nació el bebé. Los músicos cantan y tocaron para celebrar el acontecimiento. The news spread. People came with gifts of food. They sang and danced. Las noticias se propagaron. La gente vino a regalarse comida. Todos cantaron y bailaron. Even travelers stopping for gas joined the party. And when they told others of the new baby in the garage, more people came. Many wondered that the birth of one baby should bring such joy. Hasta los viajeros que vienen a poner gasolina se quedaban en la fiesta. Y cuando las contaron a otros que había nacido un bebé en el taller, vino más gente. Muchos se preguntaban por qué el nacimiento de un niño trajo tantos alegría. The crowd began to worry the local police chief, who didn't understand. He ordered the arrest of Jose and Maria for disturbing the peace. But one of his deputies warned Jose. Jose thanked him and prepared to leave before sunrise. Las muchedumbre empezó a preocupar al jefe de policía, que no entrega los que pasaba. Mandó arrestar a José y María por causar disturbios. Pero uno de los oficios le avisó a José. José los agradeció y se preparó para partir antes de amanecer. Their car could go no further. A truck driver offered to drive them across the border. When they were ready to leave, the musicians asked Jose, "When will we see you again? Will you ever come back?" "Yes," said Jose. "When this trouble has passed, we will come back among our friends." Su auto no pudo seguir adelante. Un camión se ofreció a llevarse a otro lado de la frontera. Cuando estaban listos para salir, los músicos le preguntaron a José, ¿cuándo nos volviéramos a ver? ¿Regresarán algún día? Sí, dijo José. Cuando se acaben estas dificultades, regresamos para estar con nuestros amigos. We will return to be with our friends. As the new day dawned, Jose and Maria and the child rode away. Their new friends waved and shouted goodbye, but they knew that they would all meet again. Al amanecer el nuevo día, Jose y María y el niño partieron. Sus nuevos amigos los despidieron agitando las manos y gritó adiós. Pero ellos sabían que algún día se volvieran a encontrar. One day they would meet again. The story ends with hope. And hope is our candle for this Sunday, our first Sunday of Advent.